Fee, fi, fo, fum. The children will know where it comes from. Come from the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. And recently it was made another movie with action-packed by the cinema, Jack the Giant Slayer. How many of you have watched that movie? Put up your hand. All the children haven't seen? Too frightening maybe. They make it so frightening. Anyway, I have not watched it too. Giants. This morning I'm going to talk about giants. How many of you have come across a giant in your life? Put up your hand. Oh, the little girls. We do. It's just in different form. It's not the kind of giant that we read in the children's story. It is a giant that we face every day. Something that is so big, so strong, so powerful, that we find so helpless as we are placed in the challenge before this giant. Webster Dictionary defines giant as someone or something that is big, strong, and powerful. Someone or something that is big, strong, and powerful. Now, friends, I live in the era where I was very engaged with a particular TV series called Land of the Giants. It was screened, produced in the late 60s and especially 70s in the black and white TV that we had when we were young. I watched almost every episode of it, The Land of the Giants. How many of you remember that? You must be old enough like me, only you can remember, right? Yeah. The story about these 7 people who traveled in space and got lost in time warp and then sent into a planet that consists of giants. Everything is 12 times bigger than them. And so they were actually very small. And every episode they have to contend against simple things like cats, spiders, crab, I remember. And all these simple things that we take for granted was so big, so large, that every day was a challenge. Constantly, they have to engage in protecting themselves and also partnering with some of these giant children or kids and all that in terms of to achieve what they need to do. Now, friends, in Malaysia, as we live in our country, we also know that there are many things overwhelm us. We are known to be the minorities. We are known to make very little significance in terms of the population. We are less than about 99% of the total population of how many millions. Challenges before us. We are also not, we have challenges before us even in financial sectors. We have to work extraordinarily hard. We have to make our way through. We have to really, take up all these challenges and face them as we make life for us, for our family, for our children, for ourselves in this land. And of course, in this time of our history too, we also know that many nations are also facing a lot of challenge in terms of the economic challenge too. Even in England, if you have been to England, they have been in recessions for quite a while, and lately there are signs of recovery, and they are very happy about it. They were so happy that a certain small percentage of unemployment rate has actually been decreased this year. The news was all over. And so, friends, America is still in a recession, as we are told. The truth is that we do live in the land of giants. There are many things that are bigger than us. Giants are usually referred to as larger than ordinary individuals. Sometimes it's the problems that keep us late at night. We can't sleep because we are concerned about how tomorrow will be. For some of us, the challenge may be not just the economic side, but in terms of our own family, in terms of addiction. And as a pastor, I know that even Christians are not spared from some of these bondages that cripple our people that we love. Our church members, as I've mentioned, in America, the survey was done, that these lovely people, Christian, lovely home, lovely children. And when the man was engaged in so simple thing, you don't have to go to the casino, you don't have to go and buy a ticket, you don't have to go to, to travel all the way to Singapore or to Genting Highland. You can just go at night when everybody is sleeping, nobody observing, you switch on the internet, and you go into the website, and then you can gamble away all your properties. The bondage, the giants that are before us. and families has been torn apart. And we also know some people who are caught, stories of how they have borrowed from loan shark, how they have crippled the family, the interest after interest, that if you cannot pay within a short period, it adds up to many times of what you have actually borrowed.